Donald Trump has been much more disciplined on the stump in the last 10 days, but at one rally he couldn't resist calling out NBC's Katy Tur.
There's something happening. They're not reporting it. Katy, you're not reporting it, Katy. But there's something happening, Katy. There's something happening, Katy.
It is a unique experience to have an entire crowd of people, whether it is a open-air venue like we were today or a stadium with 10,000+ people booing you. And it's especially unique when they're actually saying your name and looking directly at you. This is a shtick that he does. It's to rile up his base.
Well, it was relatively mild, but it was a departure from Trump's scripted approach, and he does have a history of calling out Katy Tur as, in his words, a third-rate reporter.
Yeah, there's a social contract in play, and the way we treat each other is part of that contract. The media have done a lot to hurt that social contract. In recent years, you know, destroying the life of a low-level Capitol Hill staffer because she had the audacity to criticize the Obama family, publishing the addresses of gun owners, hounding pizza shop owners because they have the wrong religious views. And UVA, we just saw what happened where they tried to destroy an entire institution, a fraternity, and administrators. When people break that social contract, you do expect to see people start to boo back. And the sensitivity and defensiveness that we're seeing among media people, when they have done so much to destroy civil discourse and to disparage the views of so many people, I'm not that impressed that we're getting that upset by it.
Aaron, Katy Tur has written about being shouted at by crowds of once having to be escorted out by the Secret Service. But do you think the media are being overly sensitive, as Molly suggests, to when Trump singles out journalists by name and the crowd kind of turns on them?
I don't. I think she's within her rights to talk about how this affects her personally because she is just doing her job, and she's doing a pretty good job at that, a very good job because she's never covered politics before. I think this is a more complex story than that, though, because she is the first reporter from a major news organization to be assigned to Donald Trump, as she was in June of 2015. She's been there from the very beginning, as MSNBC says frequently, before her live shots. And I think Donald Trump probably feels that he should get more positive coverage from her, and that's what he expects. But I think she's doing her job pretty well.
Well, Donald Trump feels he should get more positive coverage from a lot of news regard. Well, many of which he banned from covering his rallies for months and months. Let me get Joe.
He gives her a lot of access.
I think it's all the press's fault, and Trump's had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I mean, when he calls them out like that, I mean, he has a right to do that, but
yes.
Then the reporters can push back, particularly when he's literally sicking his crowd on him, which he has a tendency to have done in the past.
Well, just to clarify, when you say sicking his crowd on him, you're not saying that he's suggesting that anything physical.
Oh, no, no.
The media have lower approval ratings than both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and there's so little self-reflection on why that is and what we should be doing to improve our reputation.
Not big on self-reflection, I agree.